Hello and welcome to my Monaco Grand Prix race predictions, the series in which you guys, the audience, can get involved, following the link down in the description down below, and you can be entered into my audience contest championship. You'll be asked a selection of questions based on qualifying, based on the race, and one bold encompassing statement as well. There is then a small little point scoring system for each of those questions, which we will explain in a little moment, and then I'll give my predictions as well and enter myself into the contest. The contest is running until the start of Q1, and then the predictions will close and I will remove the link, and then I will not be accepting any more entries after the start of Q1. If you want to let me know what you're predicting down in the comments below, then please let me know and we can have a small little discussion about that. I will also leave a link to the database in the description down below in which you can view your predictions as well as what everybody else has predicted too. And if you want to make two submissions, I will just use your most recent submission first. So without further ado, let's jump on into the Monaco Grand Prix predictions and take a look at exactly how this series works. You'll be asked for your top 5 in qualifying, your top 5 for the race, and one bold statement regarding the entire weekend. You will then score yourself 2 points for a driver in the correct position in your top 5 for qualifying, and 1 point for a driver in the incorrect position but inside your top 5. The exact same scoring is then done for the top 5 for the race, and then for your bold statement, you will achieve 5 points. If it is remotely accurate, there is of course lots of leeway, and I'll be scoring each of these statements myself. And we have over 60 entries into this contest so far across the 4 races of the season, so let's now take a look at the leaderboard and where we stand at the moment. It is currently Evan Darcy who still leads for the second consecutive race, just 3 points ahead of Aaron from the 5 Red Lights channel, who has Joe Bisho and a Doctor Who channel as well, very, very close behind. And then I am currently sat P5, oh so very close. There are also another bunch of close battles in this season, and it is so very easy to catch up and also so very easy to slip down the order depending on how good your predictions are. So without further ado, we will now take a look at my predictions. So we start with my top 5 for qualifying, and for pole position around Monaco, I've gone for Max Verstappen. He looked mega in the third sector of Barcelona, which is basically the Monaco sector of the Spanish Grand Prix. He was about 2 or 3 tenths faster than Lewis Hamilton, so I do think that Red Bull is looking mighty around Monte Carlo. However, on the front row joining him, I've gone for Lewis Hamilton as well. I think he's just absolutely supreme, especially in qualifying, and he will manage to put that Mercedes, much like he did in 2019, on the front row of the grid. And then for P3, I've gone for a small little bit of a surprising entry, as I was tempted to put Perez, but I've actually put Bottas as P3, as I really think he's going to kind of come back with a vengeance, as he's had the pace this season. He's definitely had the pace in some stints and some portions of the Grand Prix, but never enough to fully take it to either Verstappen or Hamilton. So I do think he's going to want to try and get the better of them this weekend. And then for P4, I've gone for Charles Leclerc. That Ferrari, especially in his hands in qualifying, looks mega, and he is going to 100% want to make up for his performances in 2019. And then P5, I've gone for Sergio Perez. So there is my top 5 for qualifying. We will now take a look at my top 5 for the race. And unsurprisingly, I've gone for a Max Verstappen victory. It is a Grand Prix that he and Red Bull are going to need to win if they want to stand a chance at maintaining their championship fight to Mercedes. I get that there's still 19 or 18 races left of this long season, but they're going to have to start winning again before Mercedes really get into their stride and keep on winning. And obviously pole position is a mega bonus at Monaco, so I do think if Verstappen lines up on pole, he's going to be in the prime position to take that victory. And then P2, I've also gone for Lewis Hamilton. Again, in Spain, they were just a league of their own, and I think they're just going to be a league of their own once again in Monaco. However, P3, Charles Leclerc. I genuinely think that Ferrari is going to get a podium this weekend. I really hope they do. Otherwise, I have set myself up for absolute failure this weekend. But I do think he can do it, especially if he starts P4. And then speaking of P4, I've gone for Valtteri Bottas, as he's going to slip a little bit in the Grand Prix, and he's going to lose out to Leclerc in the first opening stint perhaps, and then just be stuck behind him the entire race. And then for P5, I've gone for Sergio Perez. I don't really think it's going to be a super thrilling Grand Prix, so I don't really think he's going to climb much further up. He's going to show some sort of pace, but just end up getting stuck just because it is Monaco. And so with my top 5 for the race all concluded, we will now take a look at my bold statement, and it does not include anything to do with Nikita Mazepin and how many times he is going to spin in his car. It is actually that Williams will finally score. I'm not saying which driver, because I don't want to hedge any bets and corner myself with this. Williams will score some points, just any amount of points. I think they will do it. Whether George Russell will actually get into Q3, he has a very good shot at getting into Q3 around Monaco, but I think Q2, maybe P12, something like that, and he will then end up in the points, or even Nicholas Latifi will end up in the points. One of the Williams will score. And so there is my Monaco drivers' predictions all done and dusted. Make sure to follow the top line in the description to submit your drivers' predictions and get them in before the start of Q1. By all means, submit more than one entry and I will just take your latest entry as your final one. And also, to let any of you know, I have just started a Discord after hitting 1,000 subscribers. That too is linked in the description down below, where you can engage in all of the text chats and the one voice chat that we've got at the moment. I'm very new to Discord, basically. I'm very new, so I'm just sort of playing around and creating a bunch of new channels for all sorts of different things. So if you want to get involved, that's in the description down below as well. But that is all I've got for you today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next episode with whatever and whenever I decide to make it. I'll see you guys then.